In the pre-dawn hours of January 29, 2022, man was found dead in a snowstorm outside home in suburban Boston. He was wearing 2 shirts, blue jeans, socks and a pair of black Nike sneakers. There were glass shards and bloodstains on the snow blanket near his body. His name was John O'Keefe and he was a Boston police officer. O'Keefe and his girlfriend of 2 years, Karen Reed, had crawled into a bar earlier that night. Shortly after midnight, they climbed into black Lexus SUV and drove to a party at Boston police officers' home on Fairview Road in Canton. According to court documents, about 6 hours later, O'Keefe's body was found covered in snow on the front lawn of the home. But what happened during those 6 hours sharply divided Canton, a town of 15 people about 24,000 miles southwest of Boston. Residents of town and neighboring suburbs spent months debating 2 potential scenarios. Was O'Keefe beaten inside the house and thrown outside to die in snow? Or did his girlfriend fatally crash his car? Local prosecutors made their position clear, charging O'Keefe with second-degree vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated, and leaving the scene of a collision. Officer John O'Keefe in an undated photo provided by the Boston Police Department. He would have been 48 this week. Boston Police Department AP residents stormed city council meetings, demanding answers. Some accused local police of covering up to protect those at the party on Fairview Road. Others took to Facebook group pages and local blogs to discuss the intricacies of that fateful night, turning what started as a local case into a wider sensation. At center of the debate is a key question: did O'Keefe enter Fairview Road home that night? The prosecutor's office says no. The defense says yes. Those who heard about the case pretty much chose side, said Jonathan Camo, a longtime Canton resident who recently moved to nearby suburb. There was a fight between the she is guilty side and the O'House side. There is hardly anyone on the fence. What Karen Reed said happened that night. O'Keefe, 43, is awaiting trial on bail. In court documents and media interviews, she said she and O'Keefe went to 2 Canton bars that night. They mingled with friends and drank beer and vodka sodas before heading home on Fairview Road. Reed said he dropped O'Keefe off outside the house, then returned to his home because he wasn't feeling well. She called and texted him throughout the night, he said, but there was no answer. Karen Reed and her lawyer, David Yannetti, attended hearings in September. Matt Stone Media News Group Boston Herald he called 2 female friends, including Jennifer McCabe, who had been drinking with him that night. The 3 women walked together through Canton streets in conditions close to whiteout conditions, looking for O'Keefe and calling his name. Court documents said, as the 3 women approached Fairview Road, Reed said she glanced at O'Keefe, who was lying on her back in the yard. McCaw